So I got myself into a bit of a predicament. Here's the situation. I'm hauling dirt over to here from the other side of the property. I came down here straight and I was dumping a couple logs behind the piles of dirt so that when I move this dirt over, they'd get buried. Well, as this being as not level ground, the tractor was tilted to its right side and I was kind of up here on a berm, so the front was up. Dumped the logs back and it started getting squirrely. So I was kind of gingerly backing out, trying to get out of here. I was not out of fuel, but I was low on fuel. Less than a quarter of a tank when this all went down. The Mahindra here has a design flaw, I'll call it, where it holds 6.6 or 25 liters of fuel. 6.6 gallons or 25 liters. 3.3 in here, 3.3 over there. And between the two, there is a hose right here that allows them to balance out. The fuel tank, or the engine, takes the fuel from the left fuel tank. You fill it up from the right. So when this was leaning to the right and up in the air, all the fuel drained out of the left and into the right, starving the engine of fuel. By the time I realized what was going on, being a new tractor owner and not having a lot of information about how these work, it was too late. The tractor was starved fuel. It stalled out and ran out of fuel. I tried cranking it a few more times. I filled it up actually too, but it was, as you can see, I jacked it up and put some boards underneath to raise it and level it. I filled it up with fuel before it was completely starved. But it only took like 2 gallons and I thought that's kind of weird. So the 2 gallons went into this tank, but it was still leaning quite hard to the right. So none of the fuel got over to the left side to be able to go to the engine. So I continued to crank on it, trying to get it to start, thinking I put fuel in it, not knowing that the design was the way it was. And I continued to try to start it. After the fact, I realized that it wasn't getting fuel. I jacked it up, put it in another 2.5 gallons. So now both tanks are completely full and it's not leaned over, but I have no idea how to start it at this point. So I opened the bleed valve right here and bled it out while trying to crank it. And then over here, there's another fuel filter with whatever this is, the pump of some sort. It has a manual pump, but I don't know why it won't start at this point. I've primed it and then I've hit this thing several hundred times at this point. I don't know if this looks empty to me. I don't know how fuel's supposed to get in here. There's no bleed line, there's no bleed screw or anything. So yeah, definitely not the ideal position to get your tractor in, and have to then fight a fuel problem because of a design flaw. I think a quick fix for this would be at the entrance of the left tank, put a one-way valve so that fuel can flow in but not back to the right, so that it doesn't empty the tank. Now I'm left with trying to figure out how to get it started, and I've been cranking it so much that the battery died. So the battery's on the trickle charger now, and I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so fun. This will have to sit here for 6 days till I get back. And then we'll go from there.